What's up, Israel? It's your girl, Shamar. Welcome back to the front line. Did you guys know that there is a nation living amongst us that has the ear of the Creator? Yeah, there is a nation amongst us that is very dear to the Creator. Check it out, guys. I got a new photo in the background, right? The hill country. That is the hill country of Ephraim. Ephraim has the ear of the Creator. I've been having a good time, guys, messing around with this AI design, right? So I typed in hill countries of Ephraim versus the plains of Judah, right? The imposters. You're always going to get an imposter that wants to be Israel because Israel has the ear of the Creator. Israel, aka Ephraim, does, right? Yeah. So this picture is the hill countries of Ephraim versus Judah, right? Now look how abundant this land right here looks in comparison to the surrounding lands. We know what Ephraim got. You know, it was a conspiracy for people not to remember the name of Ephraim. Yeah, a bunch of nations got together, a bunch of foreign nations got together and conspired. Foreign nations love to meddle in our business, Israel. Yeah, they do, because they are upset that we have the Creator's ear. You know, you're in the nation of Israel through your mama. Yeah, you are. So if your mama don't look like Israel, you're not Israel and you're meddling. You're probably going to behave like you're not Israel too. I don't think Israel's going to be meddlesome. It is your mama that crowns you. Yeah. We remember the situation at Baal Peor, right, guys? And I told you how these Barbie women came on in at Baal Peor, right? And we know that Barbie means foreign women, and seduced the men of Israel. That was a plot from another nation against Israel. And it continues till this day. You know, a few weeks ago, I told you guys about Psalms 83. Let's talk about it right now. Keep not thou silent, O God. Hold not thy peace. Be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They've taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. I would never want to be one who would want to consult against the Creator's hidden ones. But they did this, and they still do this. People still commit this crime every day and don't realize who they are playing with. Right? They don't see your power. Not in this moment. They don't see who's behind you. Let's keep going. They've said, come, let's cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Did they not succeed? This was their plan. You got to be a tired mofo that all you can think about is making sure that somebody doesn't remember the name of your enemy. Man, oh man. But this was what they wanted. They didn't want that name to be remembered. And we struggle to this day to find the descendants of Ephraim. So did they not succeed? Y'all seen that question mark every time we pull up a descendant of Ephraim. For they've consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacle of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebal, Ammon, Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have holpen the children of Lot. Who's the children of Lot? Who are they hoping? They're helping the children of Lot. Y'all know who this is over here on the front line. We don't play no games and we ain't kissing no king's asses over here. This is David. All right, this is the Davidic line. They are helping the Davidic line, the line of Judah. It says, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin at the brook of Kison, which perish at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make the nobles like Oreb and like Zibiah, all their princes as Zebah and as Zalum, who said, let us take ourselves the house of God in possession. Look at what they said they wanted to do. They wanted to take the house, of God in possession. They lost their damn minds, basically, y'all. It says in number 13, oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. And this includes the children a lot, guys. This is the prayer. Do this unto the Davidic line as well, right? So persecute them with thy tempest and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish. That's death, y'all. This is what's being asked for these foreign nations that want to meddle with Israel, right? These nations, these people born to foreign nations, right? Want to come on over here, right? And meddle with Israel. But not just foreign nations. Nations that look like Israel, right? But ain't Israel. Our cousins, our wayward tribe cousins, right? The children of Lot. Well, those are none other than, listen, man, that's Ammon, Moab. Listen, guys. I showed you guys that David tucked his parents away in Moab. Moab is in the territory of Judah, guys. So this is referring to the tribe of Judah as well. That men may know that thou, whose name alone is the Creator, art the Most High over all the earth. Okay, so the author of this psalm is saying, please let them perish. Right? All of these nations that want to meddle with Israel, right? And want you to no longer remember Israel. Right? They don't even want you to know who you are. Let's keep going. Don't remember Ephraim. That's what they want you to do. Creator wants you to remember Ephraim. Watch this. Thus says the Lord, a voice was heard in Ramah, lamentations and bitter weeping, Rachel weeping for her children, refused to be comforted for her children because they were not. Rachel can't be comforted. Her children are scattered. They aren't remembered. But guess what? Check this out. They shall come with weeping, and with supplication will I lead them. I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters in a straight way, wherein they shall not stumble. For I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn. Who? Well, wait a minute. I thought Judah was the firstborn. No. It says Ephraim, guys. Right there. God, I keep trying to highlight that, but it won't let me highlight. But we can enlarge. There goes Ephraim. Okay. So, who's the firstborn? Let's do a quick quiz, guys. You don't have to work hard at this. The Creator says right here it's Ephraim. Hear the word of the Lord, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, He that scattered Israel will gather them and keep them, as a shepherd doth the flock. For the Lord hath redeemed Jacob, and ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he. Therefore they shall come and sing in the height of Zion, and shall flow together to the goodness of the Lord, for wheat, and for wine, and for oil, and for the young of the flock, and of the herd. And their soul shall be a watered garden, and they shall not sorrow any more at all. Israel, don't worry. Things look nasty right now, don't they? It won't be for a long time, guys. That's not the future for Israel. Don't worry about anybody throwing curveballs your way. Man, working as a collective, whatever's going on out in this world, man, don't worry about none of that. Because pretty soon, it's going to be a thing of the past. We ain't going to have any more of this sorrow. Then shall the virgin rejoice in the dance, both young men and old together, for I will turn their mourning into joy, and will comfort them, and make them rejoice from their sorrow. Oh yeah, guys, you got to understand, when this takeover took place, the Creator said I would make, and I might get the iron and the brass in the wrong place, but y'all know what I'm talking. It'll be brass under your feet and iron over your head. There's like no escape. There will be no escape from your torment. You understand what I'm saying? For a few nations that wanted to just basically, those nations, you see it, wanted to basically make life a living hell for Israel. Okay? And they still do today. These nations that think that they know our place. And our place always seems to be at the bottom. Okay. However, according to Israel, we're the firstborn. Right? Sorry, according to the Creator, we're the firstborn. We don't have no business at the bottom. Okay? Right now, the first is last. Let's keep going. Let me show you something about the tribe of Ephraim. As descendants of the original 12 sons of Israel, the lives and personalities of the descendants of Jacob significantly impacted on the history and behavior of the future tribe members who were to descend from them. While Ephraim and Manasseh, right, you see the spelling of that, were grandsons rather than sons of Jacob. Once the children of Israel left Egypt, the descendants of Ephraim and Manasseh became unique tribes of their own. Instead of there being a single tribe of Joseph, what did I tell you guys? There can only be one. Okay? Numerous well-known personalities descend from the tribe of Ephraim. All right, we've been talking about them, right? Who talks about these well-known personalities, huh? They, even though they're well-known, right? They won't let you know they're from the tribe of Ephraim. They'll be well-known. You will hear the name Joshua. You will hear the name Deborah. You'll hear the name Huldah. But what you won't hear is, that's Ephraim. All right, but over here on the front line, you're going to hear, that's Ephraim. So we know who Israel is, don't we? It's Joshua. It's Deborah the prophetess. It's some names right here we haven't studied yet. Abdon the judge, who's noted in Judges 12:13-15 for having 40 sons and 30 grandsons. And Jeroboam, look what it says. The first ruler of the northern kingdom of Israel. Right, guys? Now that's so interesting. So, why is it interesting that he is declared the first ruler of northern Israel? Because anywhere else, when you look up these pedigrees, especially of the Davidic line, it's going to tell you that David is the first king of Israel, but it's going to say the united kingdom of Israel and Judah, when ain't nobody unite Israel and Judah besides Judah. The Creator did not unite Israel and Judah. As a matter of fact, the Creator united, if anything, Ephraim and Manasseh. That was it. Ain't nobody unite Israel and Judah besides Judah. Overstepping its bound, minding its business, doing what it ain't supposed to be doing. Watch, I'm going to show you guys in this pedigree next what I'm talking about. Several biblical narratives focus on the tribe of Ephraim. Right? The earliest is the Midrash, based on 1 Chronicles 7:20-22. And the sons of Ephraim, and Eser and Eliad, whom the men of Gath, who were born in the land, slew, because they came to take away their cattle. And Ephraim, their father, mourned many days, and his brethren came to comfort him. The Midrash explains this esoterical reference by suggesting that 3,000 Ephraimites left Egypt 30 years before Moses led the Israelites to freedom. But we know everybody calling themselves Israel ain't Israel. Oh, and they still doing it to this day. But let me be clear. If your mama ain't Israel, you're not Israel. I am sorry to be the bearer of that bad news. So you better not be messing around with Israel. Don't go meddling with Israel, because Israel definitely has the ear of the Creator. You should be helping Israel. Look at this. 3,000 Ephraimites supposedly left Egypt 30 years before Moses left. These Ephraimites were slaughtered by the Philistines, and their bones lay in piles by the side of the road, according to Exodus, it says. According to the Exodus of Rabbah. I guess that's in that book, guys, okay? In the Midrash, all right? Another interesting narrative about Ephraim indicated that the Ephraimites had their own unique accent. Now, ain't that interesting? Now, notice how up here, Manasseh is not spelt the way you'll typically see it. It's got an S-H-E on the end, right? Pay attention to that, because they're going to get into this difference in this accent, okay? All right. So they had their own accent. After, right, Jephthah, the judge, successfully led a battle against the Ammonites, a conflict arose between Jephthah and the Gileadites. The Gileadite soldiers and the Ephraimites, who felt slighted that they had not been included in the battle, even though they had not responded to the initial call. In response to the violent behavior of the Ephraimites, The Gileadites who held the ford over the Jordan River, let no man pass who said Sibolet, like an Ephraimite, rather than Shibboleth. Okay, so you know how we'll have some people say Shabbat or Sabbath, right? This was the difference. So Ephraim was not going to do that stuff. Oh, wow. That is crazy, guys, because you know we got a lot of names running around here, right? So is that a link to Judah? Is that why in our so-called black community, we have all of these names that start with a sh? You know, Shaquem, Shaquana, Shaniqua, you know what I mean? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that everybody with this name is Judah. We would have, you know, Israel being amongst them may have begun to like these names and started using these names, not realizing that's not how we would pronounce them according to our true custom, right? We wouldn't do the sh stuff. You know, we would say, you know, Sabbat rather than Shabbat, all right? According to this article, okay? I mean, which I'm ready to listen to it because nobody else is telling us what Ephraim was doing, okay? What the Ephraimites was doing. They just focusing on the Judahites and the southern kingdom, okay? So I'm willing to listen to this article. So when the unified kingdom divided, Ephraim became part of the northern kingdom of Israel. In fact, the kingdom of Israel's first king, Jeroboam, was from the tribe of Ephraim. Of course. Had to be. Okay. That unified kingdom again, right? So that's what I told you. You're going to see in here, right? So this is the mother to Jesse, which Jesse is. No, this is the mother to David. Sorry, this is David's mother. You never hear of her, right? Abila. So Abila, you're not going to see where she hails from, which I got questions about that, right? But you'll see over here, you know, her father's line, right? Anyway, I brought you guys over here to show you David, the first king of Judah and Israel. See, first king of Judah and Israel. He ain't the first king of Israel. Jeroboam is the first king of Israel. You know, this is the type of stuff you're going to see. Look, down here. Look, she's supposed to be, her grandchild is supposed to be the king of the demons. Look at that. Solomon, second king of Israel and Judah. Absalom, crown prince of Judah and Israel. Adonijah, heir apparent of Israel. Okay, they don't have Israel and Judah. It's funny there, right? So you're going to see this thing where they keep wanting to connect Judah to Israel. You understand what I'm saying? Like some sort of locust. The northern part, this is going to be about Ephraim, guys. The northern part of the mountain range west of the Jordan, extending from Beersheba to the great plain of Esdraelon. All right, I guess I'm saying that right, but it's going to be what it's going to be today. I'm not quite sure. It's the first I'm seeing this word, but apparently it's a territory. Jezreel Valley, okay? I'll have to talk about that. Its southern boundary is not expressly indicated in the Old Testament and probably never constituted a geographically delineated line. It is certain, however, that the section on the north comprised a larger area than that inhabited by the tribe of Ephraim. For according to Judges, right, the Benjamites also were dwellers in the Ephraim Hill country. It is further stated in Judges that Deborah lived between Ramah. Now remember, where's Rachel weeping at? In Ramah. And Bethel in Mount Ephraim. So we know that Rachel is weeping in Ephraim. Guys, the territory of Ephraim. All right, because Ramah is in Ephraim. they're going to try to tell you Benjamin. It just said, right? Deborah lived between Ramah and Bethel in where? Mount Ephraim. Okay? Don't let them play no games with you. As for the extension of the hill country on the north, the allusion in Joshua would seem to prove that it was not taken to stretch as far as the plain of Esdraelon, unless the wood country here mentioned designates, as some authorities assume, the section of the mountain range between Shechem and the plain. At any rate, the wood country, right here, is contrasted here with the Har Ephraim. The whole passage, however, is not clear, right? They don't want you to really understand and be able to conceptualize just how much territory Ephraim got. Right? It doesn't work with their plan. Its distinction from the ridge, in distinction from the range in Judah, which is somewhat regular in its outline, Ephraim consists of valleys and peaks running in all directions. It also includes several plains without outlet, which in the rainy season are transformed into marshes. The Great Depression in which Shechem is situated divides the mountain into two halves, the southern and the northern. The southern half attains, in its northern part near Shechem, an elevation of 2,604 feet. Mount Gerizim. Didn't I tell you they had a place where they were supposed to worship? The northern half commences near Shechem with Mount Ebal, which issues a ridge terminating in Razibik with an elevation of 2,205 feet. The promontory Carmel at an elevation of 1,656 feet forms the, terminus in the northwest. The hill country of Ephraim is far more fertile. Okay, so that picture that I open up with, guys, is not being funny, but I knew what I read, okay? That the hill country of Ephraim is going to be far more fertile than that of Judah, and comprises a number of splendid valleys, richly studded with orchards. The marshy plains mentioned above contain excellent soil in the summer. The peaks, on the other hand, are bald, being sparsely covered with shrubbery. All right, do you understand why everybody's fighting over what Ephraim has? Because Ephraim has the best. Their country land is far more fertile than these people right here. So what would ever make you think, if they weren't even given the best, what would make you think they are the chosen tribe? They're not given the best lands. Ephraim has them. Wake up, Ephraimite. You ain't no Judahite. We're going to close right here. This is what Ephraim has, and this is why they're mad. The blessings of thy father have prevailed above the blessings of my progenitors, unto the utmost bound of the what? Everlasting hills. Those hill countries. They shall be on the head of who? Joseph. And on the crown, okay, who crowns you? Your mama. And on the crown of the head of him that was separated from his brethren. You are Ephraimite. And they don't want you to remember. But I do. Much love to you guys from the front line. I'll see you next week.